Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back today with more Attack on Titan, you guys. Oh wow, we still have a lot to get through. You know, it's funny, a few episodes ago I was thinking like, I think there's like 7, 8 more episodes, or not that many now, there's like less than that, but I was thinking this few episodes ago like, how, like, what's gonna happen? Like, I feel like we're right at the end here. Like, there could be like 2 episodes left. And I'll tell you what, after last episode, I can see how we're going to kind of open up a new can of worms, so to speak, and have a lot more going on than I would have originally anticipated. Yeah, guys, it was a great episode. It was intense, and it was a lot of just like, I feel like a lot of action, but also a lot of us just kind of dealing with, you know, the realization of what's going on in terms of like our crew, Armin, Mikasa, John, etc. I have a lot to say. I will keep it short because I know we want to jump right in. But I will briefly just go over kind of my highlight reel of the last episode before we move on to the new one. First off, I just want to say if you are joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I am sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. If you're joining me on the YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, I think for the most part, it was just kind of like interesting slash jarring slash kind of like, I mean, it always has kind of like a tinge of like heartbreak now with everything going on. I mean, come on, this whole series had a tinge of heartbreak, but just watching like everyone kind of really become aware of what Eren's really up to. And the thing that I love about this is that none of this is like Eren turned at the last second. Eren's doing, this is all like, if we go back and look at like scenes with Eren and stuff that motivates Eren, this is all in character, just dialed up to like, this is like Eren and his determination, his motivations, if he just tunnel visioned through morality and like everything with it and was like, nope, I'm just gonna, yeah, like this, basically. So, I mean, none of it is like out of character, and that's what I think makes it all that much more, like if this was some big, like Eren turned on his ways at the last second, maybe we could like talk him out of it. It's not that simple. Like nothing's that simple. But watching like Armin realize, you know, Armin who's been like Eren's champion through this whole thing, and you know, watching John kind of also realize but kind of say the things aloud that I think like they're not pretty truths whatsoever, but they are true. Like thinking back to that time when they were all together and kind of knowing that like, this is the reason why Eren's doing it. He's doing it for us. And let's face it, like, you can't argue that there is, like, morals aside, because clearly, like, genocide is genocide, but they would, the Paradise audience would benefit. Right, wrong, everything aside. Oh, Conny. Oh my God. Poor Conny. It was not that long ago I would have like so gotten on board with just like anything that would help out Conny. And now I'm like, but now I know it's so hard to just keep that point of view when you personally know people from the other side, you know, like it's just so hard. I think that's a lot of the point of a lot of this. Watching Reiner just be despondent, just like, yeah, we're just all gonna, I don't know, we're just all gonna die, let's just run. And Gabi taking charge and channeling, I dare I say, her inner Sasha, which is so messed up when you consider she's the one that like killed Sasha, but yeah, in a way she's like carrying on what I feel like Sasha would have wanted, which it's just all kinds of messed up. It's all kinds of poetic and messed up all at the same time. Last but not least, we got a real wild card thrown into the mix, you guys, in the form of Annie being back in the game. And, man, wow, does she have a lot to catch up on? That's all I have to say. Annie, you got multiple seasons of Attack on Titan to catch up on, so good luck with that. Yeah. Guys, I could not tell you where this is going. I have no idea where I want it to go. I have no idea, like, what the best course of action is. All I know is that I'm here, I'm along for the ride, and I'm probably going to get hurt very badly. So, without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and jump right into the next episode of Attack on Titan? Let's do this. Ooh. I mean, that's kind of ironic because he wanted to help Paradise. Oh, that's, yeah, I mean, either way. So they're, okay, we're split on this, like, okay, this had to happen. They're using the break a few eggs. God, wow, now we have that to worry about too. Also Hitch. Watch out, oh my god! Oh! Huh. Oh, good lord. Oh, she's like, I'm gonna, oh! Here's the thing. Oh! Hitch has learned a couple of moves. Yeah, no one's gonna, whoa! Uh-oh. Oh, crap. See, the thing is, we know a lot more about Titans now, so. Seems we're kind of, at a stalemate here. You were listening to that? Was there, yeah, there was, that's what I was wondering, like, was there awareness? Wow. I can't really tell, but, like, she aged? Oh, right. How was that scene where Armin was, like, when it's wearing off? Oh, oopsie. Well, you heard him. What do you think? Oh, it's possible we did some growth well. Dang. Right. It was like they were doing it for some higher purpose. Yeah. That's dangerous stuff when anything you do is justifiable. The thing is, they kind of accidentally made it happen. Okay. Wasn't Reiner also in a similar... he wasn't abandoned, but wasn't his backstory kind of similar? That's kind of what they were taught, is that the only value that Eldians have is to... He's like, okay. Whoa. Everything he prepped her for. She's like, I've had to listen to your rants. Now, it's my turn. That was a turning point. Wow. Even though you had, like, raised her for that her entire life, but at the end of the day, I dare say he cared for her more than that. Oh, we know we saw him like not that long ago. Dang, Annie. You've had some like realization over here. Oh, see, that's the thing is, didn't they destroy most of it already? Oh, already aware, just, oh man, guys, I gotta tell you, I already had a lot deeper feelings for Annie just based on like some of the extra stories that we've gotten, that I've watched in the past about her. But to think that I kind of thought like they were just, I thought it was going to be like a Carbonite thing where she just came out and like she had no idea. But to think that like she too was kind of pondering the meaning of everything for this last 4 years, while kind of having a vague awareness of everything going on in the world. It's almost like here at the end of everything, we're all just kind of realizing what really matters to us, you know? When everything else falls away, you kind of have to take a look at what your actual priorities are. It's some pretty deep stuff. I did not expect her to be that introspective. I really honestly did not. But I'm curious to see where we go now, even though she knows. I mean, have we actually like witnessed, I don't think we've actually witnessed that like everything in Marley is gone, but I think it's been said that like, yeah. In fact, they even said like all the Titans were kind of like, that's why they were back kind of like taking everything out here, right? Because they were already done in everywhere, everywhere else. I don't know if everywhere else, but dang, yeah, I still don't know like how devastated they are yet. They haven't really shown us, I don't think. We've just kind of been sticking to Paradise so far. All right, guys. I'm loving this. I'm loving this character development with Annie. She already was like very much a kind of tragic, not that like anyone's like a real cut and dry villain in this, but like we already had so many just like shades of gray with Annie last time we saw her. All right, let's read and let's move on. The Rumbling. Used as a bogus threat by the 145th King Fritz to bring peace to Paradise Island for the past 100 years. Due to the vow-renouncing war, the Rumbling and its millions of colossal titans could not be put into motion until now. Following the collapse of Paradise Island's 3 walls, the march of the colossal titans flattens everything in their path. Now that the Rumbling is underway, destruction of the world is not far off. So we don't actually know like how much of the world has been destroyed. We just know it's like started. All right. Oh, guys, I can't believe we only have like 10, 12 minutes of this episode left. It's crazy. It's such an immersive experience. It feels like so much longer. All right, let's go. Yeah, go ask. How would they all... Yeah. I don't think they're going to listen. Oh, God. Yeah, no, they just treat them like they're trash. Oh, my God, are you serious? You're all about to die. That's her dad. He's still alive. Okay. Oh, he's not, you know what? What happened? Who? Oh. He's like, just live, just get by. Just do what you have to do. Wow, guys, I can't believe. Dang. He's like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. That's the thing, is we're just getting it started all over again. Yep, this is exactly what everything was set in place for. Oh, baby. He's just gotta keep going. She probably feels pretty lost. You gotta decide. Whoa. He's like, I don't have the answers to this one. Oh, sweetheart, don't, oh. He's the one who thinks, and he's at his breaking point. Baby, give him a hug. Hug him. She's so lost, though. Of course he's feeling that way, but she's lost, too. They're both broken right now. He's still doing that to himself. He's still doing that to himself. Stop. No, I won't hear that. I won't hear that. Nope, I won't hear that. I don't believe that. I can't believe that. It's gone. If ever there was, oh, the real her. She was like, no, you're Mia now. There is hope. There is hope. It's small, and it is crushed under a lot of crap right now, but there is hope. You can't convince me otherwise. God. Right? Okay, first of all, do we even know this is true? If he's about to say... Okay, that much is true, but he's... And he's gonna say, yeah, and he said I could be in charge. God. When you're saying... Oh! When you're standing there saying, like, everything you know is going to be destroyed. God. Floch needs to go. He needed to go a long time ago, and he's long overdue. He's just embraced this after his experience. Oh, God, that's kind of exactly what Eren was after, but it sounds so... I just want Mikasa to snap Floch like a twig. Conny, are you convincing this? Is he? He's straight up telling him, I'm helping you, I'm getting you to a hospital. Oh my God, Falco. Whoa! Oh, stop! Do not eat me! I am here to help. What's that? Whoa! All right. We have so much to talk about right now because are we getting a possible team up between Hanji and Peak? Because when you think about it, none of us wants this. Like, it's crazy. But if there's one kind of common thing now, it's that I won't say it's a common thing because it sounds like there's a lot of people in Paradise who are kind of rallying behind, you know, we know there's the Jaegerists, and we know there's probably a lot of people who might be willing to get behind Eren's whole plan. Like what we saw in that scene where people were like, our families died and our houses are destroyed because of Eren. And then there's other people like, look, you're not going to, we were all going to get wiped out. Like, you're not going to get anything accomplished without some sacrifice, which is just, oh, it's wow. When you say that to somebody who's just lost their family over this, just wow. But moving on from that, but if there's one thing that I feel like maybe Eren has inadvertently done now, it's that many of us here in Marley do not want this to happen. Many of us here in Paradise do not want this to happen. And we can at least agree on that. We can at least agree that this is not how we want to solve this. You know, a lot of people in Paradise died. A lot of people in Paradise don't want total genocide. And of course, like, all the people beyond don't want that either. Oh my God, it makes total sense that they just wouldn't listen to the Marley Eldians at all. Oh my God, what happened to Annie's dad? They cut right away, which means he either got in a good shot on that soldier or he himself got shot or something. I don't know. Annie's introspection I already talked about during kind of like the mid break there. I can't wait to see where all of that is going, because she could really be like, I don't know how much we can actually do at this point, but I at least feel like that is significant, that like we really were not counting on her being in the picture, and she's in the picture now. Also Hitch being the one to deal with her is like I talked about all that already, so I'll just move on. But oh my God, Armin just being at the end of his rope. The thing is, like, what Armin doesn't know is that Smith was not, he talked a good game for sure. He was great at getting people like riled up for his cause, and that is the honest to God truth. But Smith had his moments too, you know? He had his times where like he felt like he was coming apart and everything. But to know that Armin still carries that with him, that like, I was the wrong one, you know? And of course he carries it with him. I cannot accept that. And even if things had gone differently had they chosen Smith instead, which I would be devastated. I probably wouldn't even be able to watch the show anymore, because you guys know how upset I was over Armin dying back when it happened. But even if something was, it's like, baby, that doesn't matter now. You're here, you know what I mean? But he's just been going, guys, all of them just been going nonstop. And you could see, it's so, I love how like it's all said, but it's not said. Because if you're reading between the lines, you know exactly what's going on. That Armin is he's the idea guy. He's the strategist. And he has just exhausted so many ideas and options and strategies at this point that he's just left to pick up the pieces of the crap that's like falling apart all around us. And of course he feels broken over that. Mikasa, I honestly don't know how much of that whole thing was true, but it's true to her at this point. So let's just go on the record of saying, okay, it's true. Everything she was doing up to this point was some kind of magically engineered, you know, protect Eren thing that she had no control over. And now for the first time in her life, she's making decisions. Whether or not it's true to her right now. So it's true, you know, that's kind of the thing. So she is so lost. She's like, what do I do? You know, like she probably feels like she has never made a decision of her own ever before. And now she has no idea how to think independently. She was doing this whole thing for Eren. And now what? In a way, Armin's in the same boat. Yeah, he might not have the strings attached of like the magically engineered programming part, but of being an Ackerman. But he was doing all this to protect this dream of Eren's as well. And that is shattered. Oh my God. Guys, Floch needs to go. he needs to go. He needed to go a long time ago. He needed to go like many seasons ago. And he's just really overstaying his welcome, let me tell you. On the other hand, think of how, even though he's saying it after killing people and with a maniacal look on his face, think of how everything he's saying lines up so perfectly with everything that we were rooting for Eren in like the first couple of seasons. Yeah, freedom, our freedom, we finally get to be free. And it's like, oh my God, this can't be what that looks like. It's not that simple. It's just not that simple. Nothing is that simple. There is no, I don't have a solution to this. I'm not sitting here on my high horse saying, well, they should have done it this way. I have no idea what the right answer is. I just know it's not this. But, and we're back to where we were, you know, in between the seasons, you know, 3 and 4, where like they were having that discussion of like, okay, well, what do we do? Because they're coming for paradise, so what do we do? And I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't know what the right answer is. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what's going to happen. I am a blank slate at this point. I'm sure there's more I want to talk about too, but I won't. I'll try to keep my rant here fairly short, 'cause so much happened in that episode. I love the Kaya and Gabi moment. Just, there's something about, like, they can drag me through the mud, but there's something about watching Kaya and Gabi that makes me think that all hope is not lost. It really, truly does. And Sasha's family, too. Like, it just makes me think that, like, I don't know what the answer is, but I think there is a way, at least on a small scale. I really don't know. I really don't know how you would just amplify that, you know? Because it's true, there's still going to be so many people who want to come kill them. Like, but look at these two individuals who have every reason to, like, especially in Kaya's case, to just look past everything but the just hatred. But then here they are. So, oh, and guys, Hanji and Levi. So, I'm like, I'm going to play with my earbud, and I took my earbuds out. So, there's just like nothing there. I'm like, oh my God, I can't hear. Where's my earbuds? All right. I gotta say, the idea of a team up makes me pretty happy. And just Hanji and Levi being okay. But now our crew thinks that Hanji and Levi are dead. Which I'm sure was intentionally told to them in an effort to quash any hopes or ideas. But yeah. So that is a big thing. All right, guys, last but not least, I just want to quickly say that I know Conny, and I know that Conny cannot, I already see him starting to, like, I know he's determined, but at the same time, is this how you want to do this? You know, there's another story on the show about an individual who made some decisions because of something that happened to his mom. Not strictly because of that, because we know that it was like the whole town in Eren's case, but like, we got to be really careful with how we justify our actions. And I know, like, that's easy to say when it's not your parent, you know? Like, if given the opportunity, what would you do? You know, it's a horrible situation to be in. But really, you're going to, this sweet, and now I can't unhear Tanjiro's voice whenever I hear Falco. You're really going to do that with this sweet, trusting, innocent boy. You're going to tell him that you're taking him to a hospital and that you're just there to help, and then you're going to feed him to your mom. I don't buy it. I don't think he's going to be able to go through with it. And it sounds like Gabi's on her way, so. And even like Sasha's dad was like, yeah, no, I know Connie. He's not gonna be able to go through with it. He's Mr. Browse is truly the best of us. Can we just make him president of the gosh dang world? I think that's really our only good option left here. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, is to do that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I've ranted a lot. I really need a snack. I really need a hug. Till next week, I guess. That was an amazing episode. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please, I won't beg, because I just beg all the time for you to join me. And by this point, I think you already know that internally I'm begging you. But please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it, get through it, all of the above together. Bye for now, guys.